and I got a haircut. I gotta cut my hair some more. I don't like it. It looks weird. But yeah, back to my subject I was going to talk about. Cultural awareness. Yeah. Cultural awareness, I guess. Considering that it's 2014, going on 2015, I'm not good with dates. It could be 2012 for all I know. Yeah, but considering we're in the age of the internet, where we can look up anything all around the world, yet we always stick to our roots. Like, no matter what. I see this on Facebook. I see this through social media and through videos. Okay, take this. I used to be a thug. That's hard to believe. I used to be a thug. I used to rob people. I used to go out and rob cars. I used to do that kind of shit. But no, I broke away from that. I broke away from that because I found something that gave me much more interest in stuff around the world. My interest being anime and video games. That's what got me out of being a thug. Yeah, so I just hate how we're so far into the future yet we always stick to our roots. Like, take this, a lot of my friends, they're all gangbangers and stuff. They're all into gang violence and shit like that. Like that's what they grew up with, gangs and shit. And yet I tell them that they can get out of it just by going on the internet and looking up a different culture, looking up something better than what they're currently in, and yet they're always sticking to their roots. I went away from my roots. I went and explored the other parts of the world. I went and just found things that I could not even imagine that other countries were doing. That they were innovating stuff that we couldn't. Like, one of my friends, he's Vietnamese, and when me and him talk, we always talk about video gaming and MMOs and stuff like that, because he is one of the main people I go to talk to about this stuff, because he's really well versed in it. So I was talking to him about Blade and Soul, Dungeon Fighter Online, MMOs that are from Korea, those kind of MMOs, and we were talking about how America, if it's from one country, it will be censored in the other country. We're doing this with Blade and Soul and a lot of other stuff. They're culturally censoring it, which I don't agree with. I think a lot of people need different culture in their lives. Sure, they might not understand the culture, but it might get them interested in it. That's what got me interested in Japanese culture. I saw how the culture was, and I was generally interested in it. I wanted to know more, and I still do. I want to learn their language. And I'm fucking Canadian. That's halfway across the world for me. It might be that way, but yeah, that's halfway across the world for me, and I'm interested in it. I have genuine interest. And yet when I try to get other people interested in it, I'm a freaking weirdo. It's like so bizarre that no matter what you like, that there's always just going to be someone who disagrees with it, that wants to strangle you for liking it. It's like, no matter what, where we're from, racism, stuff like that will always be present. And considering that it's almost been 100 years since World War II, yeah, it's getting to that point where World War II is just going to be it's going to be gone. It's going to be a myth. Every last survivor from that is going to be gone. And that really puts our lives into perspective of how small we are. Which is why I want to get out there and do shit, but yet I can't because I'm held back by other people. It's so difficult to frickin' do these things. I mean, when I got interested in Japanese culture, I knew why I was interested. They had around here. Around here, respect is something that is not really common, and household stuff tends to go missing. But yet, in Japanese culture, respect is something given to each and every family. They have different words, different symbols for stuff. Oh man, I really gotta get back into Japanese culture. But yeah, they make everything so perfect. They have different words for I love you. They have different ways of treating other people. A lot of people find it strict, but I think that's what my people need, strictness. I'm Native American and my people are just freaking stupid, man. I hate saying that, but it's true. A lot of my people are freaking gangsters and thugs, and what does that show? And how does that make my people look? It makes them look bad. It does. And one of my friends said it best. My people are rebellious. No matter what we do, we'll never formulate with each other. We'll never get along with another race. When he said that, I knew that was true because our people are freaking independent. They want to be independent, but yet we can't be independent unless we get help from someone. Like, I see my people freaking doing low life shit and blaming other people for it. Blaming the white man and shit like that. When really it's our own people's fault. Our people are really fucking up shit for us. And it makes us all look bad. Like, sure, I'm not in school, I don't do anything, but that's my choice. I broke away from my people. I tried to. I didn't want to be a part of them anymore just because of how bad they made everything look. How awful they can be. It's just depressing to know that our people are like that. And yet our culture is so rich and spiritual that no matter what we do, we always seem to find ways of hating one another. It's so stupid. It's something I've always hated, that no matter what we do, no matter who we talk to, we're always going to hate them in some mini way. That no matter what we do is always going to be something someone else is going to dislike. Sure, there are people who just don't give a crap like me, but who always want something to change. I want the world to get along. That's what I want, but I know that is not going to happen unless we try something different. Using violence to get what you want is terrorism. I know that much. But sometimes that's really all you need. If we can try and get all our people to just get along, that would be... I know it's impossible and it will never happen. Just because the way our people are and the way the world is. Something like that is just a pipe dream. We can live our entire lives with one another and not know anything about that person. Our best friends we can know nothing about. Just because we're too culturally insensitive to ask them. That's what I wanted to say, culturally insensitive. That can describe so much about the entire world right there. Culturally insensitive. Like you don't gotta be, you don't gotta go through their customs, learn everything about them. You just gotta show a bit of respect. I don't know where I'm going with this, and I don't even know where I came from with this. Cultural insensitive. That's what I wanted to say most of all. It's something depressing and I hate it.